What's up? I thought this was an appropriate place to make a video for Ryan. You know, Miami, city of Miami skyline, he fell in love with his city, and I have to say we all fell in love with him. He touched so many hearts. He's on every bike ride I go on. I have this sticker on all my bikes, so he's my guardian angel. I asked him to protect me and my group every time we're out here on the bike, and this was definitely his happy place. I wave hello to guys out here that I actually don't know their names, but they were all friends with Ryan, so they always say hello to me. And then when I was riding across the country this year, last year in June, he definitely gave me signs everywhere that he was with me and supporting me, as he does all the time. So he's always in my mind, he's always in my heart. Kaya Blue, my daughter, remembers him fondly, and we always think of him and wish him well, and we love you, Ryan. Bye.
Ryan, I miss him. I think about him often. I was reminiscing on some of the times in the past, and I remember the first time that we met. We were in Stevie's apartment, and I kissed Ryan, and it was funny because Ryan and Stevie were always so competitive, but they loved to be around each other. So there was that. So Stevie was upset with me, but I feel like I've always just had a strong bond and connection with both Ryan and Stevie. But I remember every time, whenever we were dating, and I'd be in Savannah and we'd go to the grocery store, if we were just gonna get like burgers or something, Brian would always just want to get everything. So we would end up getting steaks and potatoes and a new grill. He was always just over the top. He was awesome.
Hey guys, I can't believe it's been 10 years. I'm smiling because when I think about Ryan, it just makes me smile. We always had so much fun. We always had so much fun together. We used to swim, I think, illegally in a lake that out in Pooler. I don't know. I don't think we were supposed to be there, but we used to swim out there a lot, and that was a lot of fun. I was really laughing. I remember we did a triathlon, and Ryan told me he was going to take me to one of his favorite restaurants. So I was real excited about that. And he took me to Golden Corral. He took me to Golden Corral for my first time in my life. Oh my gosh, I've never laughed so hard in my life. I told him I felt like I was at football camp, so that would be a first for me. Yeah, there's so many amazing memories, and God, when I think about just the time that I spent with Brian, it's just filled with joy. I mean, he was such a integral part of my sobriety in the beginning. You know, he showed me that you could do fun stuff when you were sober, and I didn't realize that at the time. I was really I didn't know what to think about it. So, you know, he showed me that. He showed me that I actually could be somewhat of an athlete that, you know, I never knew I had that in me. So he got me to a half Ironman. I would have never done that without him, and I'll never do it again without him. So there's just so many amazing experiences with Ryan. Our friendships that we made through Ryan, David, Tim Dare, just Aaron. It was just amazing. It was such an amazing time, and man, I miss him, but again, it just puts a smile on my face when I think about him. So I hope this puts a smile on your face too, because when I think about Ryan, I think about all the fun times we had. So anyway, sorry I can't be there, and I sure love you guys. Take care.
Hey, I'm doing a gravel ride in the mountains of North Carolina, and this ride is for Ryan. So I've known Ryan, knew him riding, and he was just one of the best people in the peloton. The most amazing, wonderful person, always positive. Anytime that he was on a ride, you knew where you were going to suffer, but in the best way possible. So the suffering I'm doing today, I'm doing for Ryan. He is very much missed, but never forgotten.
First of all, I cannot believe it has been 10 years since Ryan has moved on. We all know how much we miss him. I think of you every single day, Ryan. I talk to you. I know you're there. I babysat you a lot. Felt like you were my little baby at some times. Took you to places as you got older. Me and my friend Beth would dress you up in the cool members only and take you to the football games. You were the center of attention wherever we went. I'd take you and pick you up from daycare. My friend Dawn Honeycutt would keep a special eye on you. She would work there after school. I'd pick you up knowing that you were cared for, but often you'd have double black eyes from playing too hard on the playground or something.
He was the kind of guy, he was like family to me. It didn't matter how long it had been since you saw him. Yeah, we always just picked up right where we left off.
He taught me about survival training. He told me multiple times that if someone dropped us in the wilderness with nothing, that he could get us out of there alive, that he could save me. He would time me and see how fast I could run up and down stairs to get things.
But I didn't think that they would charge me for the bag.
You used to get one free.
I'll argue with him.
I'm sure that went over well.
It didn't work. He wasn't having it.
Well, did you tell them who your father was?
I did. They charged me more.
I think I remember meeting Ryan for the first time on the race course of y'all's race. This would have been, let's get a better backdrop than this shit. How's that? This would have been like, I don't know, the year before he started triathlon. I'm going to say 2009 maybe, 8, 9. He'd gotten to be friends with Radek, and Radek was coaching him. Let me back up. He did that first triathlon, and I won the thing. This is when I was still fast. And he apparently said something to Radek like, that's where I want to be, at the front of the field. And Radek told me that. And I thought, yeah, it's nice to want things, whatever, buddy. A year later, I'm at the race, and damned he wasn't breathing down my neck. He'd been a triathlete for less than a year. And again, I think I won the thing, but I think he finished maybe 5 feet behind me in his first season as a triathlete. And you just don't get that good that fast. It doesn't happen. So I thought, well, I guess the man had a goal and followed it. And of course, a year later, his athletic history was writ large because he'd gone on to become a champion cyclist, where one of his quads is like 2 of a normal man's legs, and was winning everything he got his hand on, and was an elite triathlete and cyclist, and obviously got into coaching and everything else, and it kind of went from there. All that to say this, I remember meeting him, and I remember thinking the goal seemed a little lofty, like, to be that good that fast, and he did it, and then surpassed it. So we're talking, I want to say 2 years to the day from where I met him. He went from non-endurance athlete to doing it for a living, or at least coaching other people to do it for a living, which just doesn't happen. It was pretty cool. It was inspirational. And I think I always admired this whole write your own story, choose your own adventure, make up your own career path in life as you see fit. It was impressive, and most people don't do it. And here, as I sat in my mid-50s in my second career, having moved to Southern California, not knowing a single person out here, I think he had it right. You're never too old to start again and define your life on your own terms. And I think that's what he did. It seems to me he wrote his own rules and lived his life on his own terms, and certainly his life was cut way shorter than it needed to be. And I only got to know him for the last few years of his life. But I think it's fair to say from everybody I know that knows him that he packed a whole lot of living, a lot of life experience into a short number of years. So I'll toast him with my morning coffee on my Friday off.
When I think back to memories, especially childhood memories, I think of me chasing Ryan around, trying to get him to hang out with me and play with me, and him beating me up because I was so annoying. And then as we got older, me trying to keep my friends away from him because they wanted to hang out with him and date him.
I just can't believe it's been 10 years. It's nuts, man. Well, I figured I would do this video on the bike in remembrance for you and your old stomping grounds around here. I just want to say that you've impacted a lot of lives. Like even my son, he's 22 years old, he's a firefighter, but he remembers when we're at the races and you're out there playing Frisbee with him for like 20 minutes before your race, you're out there throwing Frisbee back and forth, man. That's when we first met. And I've gotten some of your things that have been passed on to me as far as like bike fitting equipment and stuff like that. I use it every day and I think about you all the time. And then another thing, I remember being in Stewart at a race and you were eating this big ball of like boiled beets. And we're like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, it's for like vascular dilation. And we're like, shit, it was crazy. We hang out on the tailgate. And then I remember my bad crash in Tampa, like with you. And it's like memories all the time. Let me tell you, like, I just can't believe 10 years has gone by already. It's like, it seems like the other day. That's how much you're in our head. So.
You never open and read your cards, Ryan.
Oh.
You'll be in trouble.
I'll take it.
This is the infamous red card. It's to Ryan, that's me.
There's something that goes with that, but I was too tired last night to haul it. Damn, it was heavy. But I'll show it to
Son, we
you.
want the best for you.
Oh, we want the best for you. Jeez. That's a
I was worn
bad.
out just bringing
Check.
yours down.
Oh, it's a check.
Yeah.
I wish I would have hugged you.
This will fit on the
You
plane.
can't have me wrapped around presents.
Wait, is this mine or?
It is.
Uh-huh.
It's not
Mom and
Yeah,
Dad.
but it's a different type.
Uh-huh.
I think it came out of your account.
Wedding and stuff like that. Or-
Thank you, Mom.
Oh, let me see. It's just that one.
Thank you.
Hey Uncle Ryan, it's Addison. I sure do miss you. I miss hearing your laugh over everybody else's at Nina's. Thank you for all that you've helped me throughout, my own life. And thank you for listening to my prayers. I think about you every time I see an acoustic guitar or a redbird, or just even when the wind blows. I remember you came to me in a dream one time, and it was all the grandkids sitting on top of Aiden's bunk bed, and we were all laughing, and I turned to you and asked, what is it like? And you just laughed and said, it's a party. And I thank you for always sticking with me and through my own struggle every day. You listen to my prayers, and I love you.
Note to self. Be kind. Read your journal and do what it says. This is reflection day. Solos. I've been out here for like, let's say 12 hours, not that long. Hadn't eaten. But just remember what you're thinking about out here. Read the journal.
It's been beautiful these last 10 years, hearing the stories of how he's inspired people and helped people and pulled people out of their darkest of times. I miss you always, and I know that you're in a better place and doing a lot of good for everyone and watching over us all.